wanted to come back in particular to thank everyone, and then I also want to give my business cards out because we had discussed earlier this week the possibility of also leadership initiatives that actually after this week we can stay connected. First of all, through the online forum, Facebook, and also the online communities. Secondly, we really did mean what we said yesterday when Norma actually approached you and shook your hand talking about also projects in Africa. That was, I think, symbolic of really something that we would like to offer to everyone here. If you have an initiative, whether it's related to freedom of expression or culture diplomacy, please tell us about it. And as I said yesterday, here we can start distributing these now. Send me an email. Here, my email address is here, telephone numbers and everything. Anyone who wants, please feel free to take one. And send me, somebody lost something from their shoes, I guess. All right, I'll leave these here. I don't want to hold them too much. I'm not sure where they've been, but in case anybody's looking for that, for their shoes, they're on the front chair. Thank you, Darnell. So what was I going to say? So yeah, so just send me an email with 3 things. Tell me, first of all, what is the initiative or the project that you're doing? Secondly, what do you need, what do you have? So maybe it's already established, maybe you already have a location. And then the third thing, what do you need? If you need assistance, contacts, partners, etc. And in the what you need section, ICD will try to facilitate access between you and what you need, whether that's maybe other participants, fellow young leaders, members of our advisory board, speakers from this week, you name it. And again, I'm not promising anything. On the other hand, we of course will try to help out as much as we can. And it's actually in everybody's interests. I mean, first of all, it's for hopefully the better of society in terms of really making a contribution. Secondly, ICD obviously can be proud because then later on we can say, you know, thanks to our cooperation with these participants, we were able to launch this and this initiative. Thirdly, I think you can be proud. This is something that could actually help your careers, etc. So do take that seriously and really don't hesitate to contact us. Let us know about what you're doing. And I think through the website in particular, we can do a lot of connecting, whether it's publicizing your event or your initiative or connecting you with other individuals. So I wanted to just mention that once again. Hopefully we'll get emails from all of you. The second thing you can put in the same email, we'd love your feedback in the sense, what did you like about this week? What did you not like about this week? If you could throw away half of this week, what would you throw away? Already done? All right, never mind. All right, send it to me too. All right, we have, yeah, good. We actually have a form this time. Okay, even better. So all right, take that seriously, and really, even if it's just short responses, put something there. This is something that's always a learning process. There's always things that can be improved. I think in general, we all wanted for the freedom of expression forum more expression, so more discussion, so maybe less speakers, more discussion time. You know, those kinds of things are helpful in terms of what kind of the balance. Or if you wanted maybe more speakers from one field, less from another field, those kinds of things are helpful for us. So criticism, constructive criticism, suggestions, everything. Please do take a moment and send us that. And also don't wait too long, because actually next week, once you're back in your jobs and your daily lives, you may forget or not get around to it. So, you know, if you can, even today or over the weekend, shoot us a quick email, fill out this form, maybe before you leave. It looks like that's actually a paper form, so then actually you should do it right away. Give it to Giuseppe or someone, and that would be wonderful. So yeah, those are just a few things in terms of follow-up. I really hope that we can stay together. This is hopefully the beginning of a network, not actually a farewell and saying goodbye. And I just wanted to also express my gratitude to all of you. So let's maybe say a few thank yous. Maybe first of all, I don't know if they've applauded yet for you, Peter, but you did really a wonderful job the first day and the last day, the most important days of the conference. Thank you very much for your moderation and support. This is one of the biggest contributions you've given, actually, as an advisory board member, and I think really, I know, especially given your schedule at Deutsche Welle, 2 days is a lot, so really thank you very much for that. We really appreciated that, and I think you really helped to make things flow in a great way, and also sometimes really to pull out, you know, the interesting things from the speakers and the discussions. So we really appreciated that. Thank you to Peter. I would now ask, actually, all of the ICD staff and volunteers who were involved also to briefly stand up. So basically everybody on the press team, everyone directly involved. There may be some downstairs. If everyone could just briefly stand up. As always, it takes a village to raise a child, so to speak. And there's more people, actually. Some are hiding downstairs. So also for those who are not up here, no, really, thank you very, very much. This was definitely teamwork. I wasn't even here that last week. As many of you know, I was in New York and Washington with that conference. So really, this was very much thanks to your hard work. And I think in many ways, it was really a success. I heard really positive things from the speakers, from the participants. Last night was one of the high points when we were here, actually, with the music and the song. And really, I think, I got to team build, so to speak, in a real way after spending 3 days together, full days. So thanks and congratulations also to the team. And also, I guess, the last 2 groups, I'm seeing we have some of the speakers are also still here. So maybe also we could just do another round of applause once again for all of the speakers who took time to travel sometimes great distances from the United States, East Coast, West Coast, United Kingdom, really all around the world. And in that sense, that's obviously a huge contribution as well. And I spoke to many of the speakers, and they said, it wasn't random that they decided to come. I think it was part of it really the theme. I think also the timing at this particular time to discuss this theme. And for many of them also the link to cultural diplomacy. So I appreciate you for saying yes and deciding to come, to take your time. And those contributions really, I think, will have a large magnitude. Obviously, the people in this room, I think we all directly benefited from your knowledge, from your expertise. As you all know, we're videoing this, maybe even live stream if that camera is working too. So there are actually many people around the world who also will get to benefit from your contributions. So we're really hoping, again, in the spirit of access, to give access to as many as possible. And I hope that this is also the beginning of partnerships with you. And it won't just be speakers, but actually partners over the coming weeks and months. So thanks again to all of the speakers who are still here. The final group that I want to thank is, of course, the participants. In a sense, we could not have done this without you. If we had a sleeping audience or a passive audience, the whole momentum would not have worked. So again, you really helped. I mean, through your questions, through challenging some of the speakers, through questioning the speakers, through offering different opinions, that really gave the elements that we needed in a freedom of expression conference. So it's kind of awkward for you to applaud for yourselves, but maybe we could do a final round of applause, especially the ICD team, for all of the participants, for all of your contributions this week. Thank you. And again, coming from all parts of the world. So again, on your own expense. So in that sense, you all contributed to this too. I mean, financially speaking, by actually coming here from around the world in terms of time. Many of you have full-time jobs that involve lots of travel. So in that sense, in many ways, we really appreciated you all coming. And we hope this is the beginning of a relationship. I'm seeing some hands flashing there. So I think we should maybe single out a few people, in particular in the ICD team. I don't know where Darnell went, but actually Jose, as you know, has been taking photos on his feet for the last 4 days, nonstop, working very, very hard. Yusuf is pretty much the same way. You're part of the ICD team, but you're also assisting with the camera. And Darnell, I don't know if he's still awake, although he's probably filming downstairs, actually, still working. Darnell had it very difficult because he was actually with me in the United States last week. So he just came back on Monday with jet lag, and then immediately, basically the next day, was back in the office. So also a big thanks to Darnell for everything that he did. And also Corbett, actually, you haven't had a chance to meet him, but Corbett is actually our colleague who does all of the editing for the videos. So he's been working all day, every day, and that's actually enabled some of the videos already to be online. So there are many people behind the scenes here that you didn't get a chance to meet, who we really are grateful for that too. I think ICD and really the Institute as a whole is all about giving. In the sense, it's really a lot of people dedicated to these causes who really want to give to society as opposed to take. So giving through their time, giving through their talents, and I think that's a spirit that I really felt also these last 4 days. So I'm also very, very grateful for that. So I don't want to give a lecture here, but the thank yous are really, really important. We really have a lot of gratitude from every direction from the Institute. I think those are the main things I wanted to do, really to thank you all, to invite you to participate in ICD in the future. We mentioned already, Norma mentioned a few times the blogs, also the initiatives. So there are many actually concrete initiatives and activities that you can take part in. So that would be wonderful as well. So I look forward to seeing you maybe at another ICD event in addition. What's that? Facebook as well, right? I think we're going to send an email early next week. Oh, that's in terms of practical things. So you all get a certificate, so an official certificate of participation by email as a PDF file with a signature and the stamp and everything. I know some of you need that also for fellowships and things. In terms of Facebook, you'll also in the same email get instructions how you can actually join. I'd ask everyone, please become friends with me. I also have a Facebook page. ICD has a Facebook page, and I think someone even wanted to initiate a separate page just for this forum. So in that sense, there should be ample opportunities also using Facebook. We're kind of following the crowd there. A while ago, just as background, ICD created its own online forum with its own technology, etc. But we quickly realized that nobody's really going to use that. Everyone's using Facebook, so we've kind of given in there. So also the main channel for ICD is also Facebook. But of course, if someone else would like to initiate another form of dialogue, another discussion thread, that would be very welcome as well. So don't see so many other hands. Have I forgotten other things? Or Norma, would you like to add something before we come to official conclusion?
Just one thing. I would like everybody to watch out for the ICD page on the 29th of March. We're launching a major campaign in respect of domestic violence. Just watch out. I'm not going to tell you any more for that, but it's an exciting campaign. And please register and have a look at the initiative page and look out for what we're doing. One last thing. I would like to actually thank Mark Donfried for his vision. Without his vision of the ICD, the Institute for Cultural Diplomacy, we would not be here. So one big round of applause for Mark Donfried.
Thank you very much, Norma. I wouldn't have given you the mic if I knew you were going to do that, but no, thank you. And I guess that's it. Unless, would you like to add something as well? I agree. No, I think it's a very important point. Thank you very much for having added that. And I think really we have to give thanks. I mean, every day when we wake up, I always say before we even leave our beds, we receive so many gifts. First of all, the gift to be alive. Secondly, the gift of health. Thirdly, the gift of a roof over our head. The gift to be able to be here, actually in Berlin, in this city. We couldn't have been together, this group, actually, not so long ago in history. So thank you for raising that point. I think we really should be in every day with a humility and a gratitude for all that we receive without doing anything. We just wake up in the morning, we open our eyes, and we're receiving gifts. And I think it's so easy to take that for granted, especially at times, as you said, when people are dying, people are suffering around the world. We definitely cannot forget that. We should try not to be discouraged. We have to see that as also an inspiration, use that as fuel, really, for us to continue going, to see what responsibility comes with the great gifts that we have been given, just the gift to be able to travel, to be here. And I think it's very important not to forget that and really to ask ourselves, what is our responsibility as citizens to actually look out for our neighbors and also others around the world who maybe haven't had the same opportunities. So thank you for adding that, and I think it's a great way for us to conclude this session, really to ask ourselves, okay, what is our responsibility now? How can we contribute, and how can we somehow help, even in a small way? And I think each of us can help. So in that sense, let's really see that as also inspiration for unfortunately, the great amount of work that needs to be done. But I see it as the glass is half full. So I think we have to try and each contribute in our own way. So thank you again very much to everyone, and I wish you all safe travels for those of you who are traveling, some today, some tomorrow, and I hope this is the beginning of a great network. So thank you again very much.